Bethany Lemley here. This is a message for my boys, and to just also to talk about what I've been up to, what I got done, and everything else. So Josiah and Dillon Lemley, I am just sending in a message. I want to let you know I still never stop thinking about you, and Mama's still fighting for you, and I want you guys to be aware of that. I Ain't Uncle is completely against me now because of Child Protective Services with the lies and brainwashing and everything they have done. All the fraud, the perjury, the fabrication of evidence, treason, racketeering, money laundering, and everything else. And according to the juvenile probate court, that they have no record of you guys, and I know that's not true. And I confronted her about it, and she's like, well, I didn't say that we lost your kids in the system. Really? That's exactly what you were saying. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know CPS is evil, and they will always be evil. They are taking kids away from everyone, and they're using this COVID-19 as an excuse for neglect to take kids away. And I just want people to be aware of that. And they're also having CPS worker undercovers to work at schools so they can scope out what kid they want to take and lie about on the parents. There's a lot of people being arrested. This world is not safe anymore, kids. But I am fighting, and there is several different states and several different communities who are fighting for people like me who lost our kids from CPS corruption, court corruption, family court corruption, juvenile court corruption, police corruption, and everything. And I did write 3 more chapters in my book. I wrote chapter 5 through chapter 7 on a book I'm writing, and I will email all my chapters next month at the library, because it's on my goal and on my treatment plan to get my book done and to get published and released. I also lost 3 more pounds, so I lost a total of 13 pounds in 2.5 months to 3 months tops and everything. And I am also, I'm tired, I'm sorry. I'm also, I had to make people across the road to shut up and stop doing the stuff they were doing and everything, and I texted the landlord and stuff about it. I see my providers again this week. I always meet with my providers, regardless of what the lies were said by CPS. They lied, said I neglected you kids. I never neglected you guys. They said all kinds of stuff, fraud, fabrication of evidence, lying under oath to just steal you kids and take my rights away, out of retaliation for me exposing them in 2016 on the stand and exposing them, and that I had advocates who helped to expose them. And the fact that they lost all the cases because they all were unfounded for abuse and neglect. All were unfounded constantly. So what they did, they neglected you, Josiah, to pin it on me. And Laura Bobo, she left you in a pissy diaper for 24 hours. Although I had you in a clean diaper, a dry diaper right before they took you. So you peed your diaper at some point in their care, and they left you in that diaper, and then they pin it on me as neglect because they are pissed that they lost all the other cases. So how they acted retaliation, they knew I had you in a dry diaper, and they knew you peed your diaper in their care, but yet they kept you in the pissy diaper for 24 hours to pin on me for neglect. That is not true. Mommy is friends actually with an investigator. That's all I'm saying. I'm talking to an investigator. He helps a lot of people. He's in my situation and everything, and he's a really good person. And so people know, again, Elizabeth and Tiffany is not me, and I know people are ignoring them and everything, and they're sick of it, and I'm really freaking sick about it ignoring us on Facebook, because I'm trying to give them health information so they know how to take better care of you kids, because I am actually coming down with asthma. My nurse yesterday, I believe it was, she noticed the symptoms of asthma, because I have allergies. I had to have allergies all my life since I was a kid. And then when the hotter it gets, the harder it's for me to breathe, and I start wheezing. So I am having signs of asthma. So I do have an appointment set up to talk to a doctor about this issue of the symptoms of asthma, because my nurse told me to get in to see a doctor to talk about this, because she has a strong feeling that I do have asthma, and everything else. I usually don't do really anything much. I just like sleep most of the time, and then avoid everyone and everything, and just do what I do. Talk to advocates, talk to people who expose us to corruption, I share their post. And Elizabeth and Tiffany is also exposing people, and I told her not to just stop exposing for a little bit, so they won't try to come after me or our foster siblings, because I know how they work. So she stopped. I am also just working on my book, drawing, writing, cooking, and eating healthier, so much healthier. I am also doing other things constructive. And I just want you boys to know I never abused, I never neglected you. And the only reason I lost you guys was because CPS and court did it out of retaliation and discrimination, and out of being pissed off that I exposed them and that so many other people exposed them. And the caseworker got all pissed that Tiffany Elizabeth Rice exposed her on her personal Facebook, because she sent me these screenshots and everything, and I see what she put and everything. And then she starts saying that I'm the one who's doing all that stuff. I hate the discrimination, because she's all pissed that she was being exposed in front of all her friends, all her co-workers, all her family by Elizabeth and Tiffany Rice. They told our aunt and uncle that Elizabeth and Tiffany Rice is not real when they are. I'm white, they're half black and half white, plus they're lesbians, and I'm not a lesbian. So, there's so many more differences there. And the only reason they don't post the actual photo of them, because everyone is racist. Everyone is so racist in this world, and it's sick. It's wrong. And I just want you boys to know, Josiah and Dillon and Lemley, I want you two guys to know that racism is not okay. It is not okay. Never turn racist. And I just want you boys to know to never do that, because that's not okay. It's not okay to be racist. It's not okay to put people down because of their race or their weight. It's not okay. It's not okay to put people down and lie on people, lie on parents because of the disabilities, to just take kids away from them. And they are literally going undercover in public schools to take people's kids away. They're using this COVID-19 as an excuse to take kids away for neglect and strip parents' rights, and to put parents on a child abuse and a neglect registry by lies, fraud, perjury, fabrication of evidence, lying under oath, changing evidence, treason, money laundering, racketeering, and they're using all these ways to put people, and innocent parents, on a child abuse and neglect registry out of hate, retaliation, and just being hateful and evil people that they are, because they don't like everyone is exposing them. Well, if you did not do the fraud, the perjury, the lies, if you actually did your job right and stop discriminating and lying on parents, you won't have an issue for being exposed. So with this said, I hope everyone has a good day. I love you, Josiah, Alan, Brandon, Lemley, and Dillon, James, Lemley. And I pray for you, and I have a huge group of people that's praying for you and me. And our aunt, since she is avoiding me because of CPS lies and everything, I did contact the Supreme Court and some other people. I went as high as they go, then some. And there's like an investigator, kind of like a private investigator. I'm not sure. But they're doing stuff too, to help families who's fell victim of CPS corruption and everything. So I really don't know anything or much of anything. I can't give anyone any information because I don't know what's going on. But I can say for sure that CPS start ripping kids away in like October of 2019 because of this COVID-19. They use the COVID-19 as a form of neglect, and they go after people who is against vaccinations because it's against their religion. They're going after single parents. They're going after mixed races. They're going after people in poverty. They're going after people on welfare who's on Section 8. And they discriminate all that. They go after parents who was a foster child to take their kids away as well. And everything else. Discrimination, so they couldn't use that. So they came up with lies and fraud and other ways to steal people's kids and make sure they change everything around like they always know how to do, and get away with it, to just take parents' rights away and to turn the kids against the parents and to turn family against the parents. And I want everyone to be aware of this is illegal to do. And Josiah and Dillon, Lemley, I hope you see this video. I hope you see this video as well. Aunt Alicia, I love you guys. Bye.